Greetings to all of you, my dear students. I am Dr. Rajesh from Commerce Department. We are going to discuss about determinants of the residential status of an individual. The residential status of an individual can be classified into two categories as per the Income Tax Act 1961 Section 6 subsection 1. You can easily remind about section. Have a look at the word status. It has 6 letters S, T, A, T, U, S. So you can easily remember that section number 6 deals with residential status of an individual. It can be classified into two categories. One is called resident, another one is non-resident. And a resident further classified into two categories, ordinary resident but not ordinary resident. First of all, let me learn who is a resident. A person, one who satisfies any one of the basic conditions is known as a resident. So what is basic condition? As per the Income Tax Act 1961, there are two basic conditions laid down by income tax. Number one basic condition, he should stay in India for 182 days during the current previous year. As of now, the current previous year is 2023 to 2024. And what is basic condition B? Stay in India for 60 days during the previous year and also a total stay of 365 days in 4 preceding previous year. Therefore, a person, one who satisfies any one of the basic condition, he will be called as a resident. Let me go on an example of residential status of an individual. Have a look at here. There are two cases here. Case number 1, Mr. Jero stayed in India for 210 days during the year 23-24, which means that he stayed during the previous year 210 days. Therefore, he satisfied the basic condition 1, that is basic condition A. What it is? During the previous year, he is supposed to stay for 182 days. Therefore, he satisfied the basic condition A. Therefore, we can call it as a resident. And have a look at the case number 2. Mr. Jero has stayed in India for the following years. For the financial year 23-24, he stayed only for 80 days. So, he does not satisfy the basic condition A. Therefore, we are going to check the condition of basic condition B. Have a look at the basic condition B. He should stay in India for 60 days during the previous year and also a total stay of 365 days in 4 preceding previous year. So, he stayed for 80 days. So, first part of the basic condition B, he is satisfied, and also you need to further check 4 preceding previous year. In a 4 preceding previous year, he stayed for 450 days. Therefore, he satisfied the basic condition B. Now, Mr. Jero can be called as a resident. Next, let me go. Who is a non-resident? So, who can be called as a non-resident? A person, one who satisfied any one of the basic condition, he called as a resident. Then who can be called as a non-resident? A person, one who does not satisfy none of the basic conditions, either A or B, none of the basic conditions, therefore he can be called it as a non-resident. Let me give an example. Mr. Jero stayed in India for 110 days during the year 23-24. He only stayed for 50 days. Have a look at the 23-24, he stayed only for 50 days during the previous year, which means that he fails to satisfy basic condition A and basic condition B. Therefore, he fails to satisfy basic condition, he fails to satisfy none of the basic condition. Therefore, he can call it as a non-resident. And have a look at the resident and ordinary resident. Who can be called as a resident and ordinary resident? A person, one who satisfies any one of the basic condition and also satisfies both additional condition 1 and 2. Let me go on an example. What is additional conditions? Have a look at the additional condition. Number 1, a resident in India at least for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous year. And additional condition 2, stay in India is 130 days or more in 7 preceding previous year. A person, one who satisfies these additional condition 2, then he may call as resident and ordinary resident. Here is an example for your better understanding. During the current previous year, Mr. Jero stayed for 200 days. Therefore, he became a resident. I want to check additional condition 1. What is additional condition 1? He should be a resident in India at least 2 out of 10 previous year. I just want to check whether he is a resident in the 2 out of 10 preceding previous year. Yes, he is a resident in the year in the financial year 2022 and 23, and also he is a resident in the year 2020-21. Therefore, he satisfied additional condition 1. Now, I want to further check additional condition 2 also. What it says about additional condition 2, he should stay in India for 730 days in 7 preceding previous year. If I add the 7 preceding previous year, he stayed more than 730 days. Therefore, Mr. Jero has satisfied both additional condition 1 as well as 2. Now I can conclude that Mr. Jero satisfied basic condition A as well as he satisfied both additional condition 1 and 2. Now he became a resident and ordinary resident. Then who is resident but not ordinary resident? A person one who satisfied any one of the basic condition but does not satisfy none of the basic condition or none of the additional condition, then he is called resident but not ordinary resident. Let me come again. Who is resident but not ordinary resident? A person who satisfy any one of the basic condition and does not satisfy none of the additional condition or any one of the additional condition, he may call as resident but not ordinary resident. Have a look at an example. Mr. Jero has stayed in India for the following years. First, let me go and check the current previous year. In current previous year, he stayed for 200 days. Therefore, he satisfied basic condition A, so he can call it as a resident. But if I check the additional condition 1, he is supposed to be in India as a resident for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous year. But only in 1 year he was a resident. For the rest of the year, he was not resident. For rest of the year, he was not resident. Therefore, he fails to satisfy additional condition 1 as well as he fails to satisfy additional condition 2 also. Now you can conclude that Mr. Jero is a resident but not ordinary resident because he fails to satisfy both additional condition 1 and 2. Thank you.